From cryptid spirits to unwanted sightings to massive alligator attacks, these are some terrifying trail cam videos that will surely knock you down. Cryptid Spirit. In the depths of a shadowy forest, a trail camera captured a video that sent shivers down spines and left everyone confused. In the dead of the night, the camera's lens unveiled a spine-chilling sight, a mysterious figure, draped in a ghostly white shroud with long, untamed hair flowing eerily in the wind. This spectral entity and otherworldly presence appeared to be a ghostly woman or a supernatural spirit haunting the heart of the forest. The unsettling part was the inexplicable reason for her presence. Why did this ghostly apparition wander alone through the inky blackness of the woods, under the watchful gaze of the moon? The enigma of her purpose, her ethereal form drifting amidst the trees, cast an eerie pallor over the entire forest. The video, with its eerie and disturbing aura, left everyone with an unsettling feeling that lingers in the mind, like an unsolved riddle of the night. Mysterious creatures. Deep in the dense, unforgiving forest, a mysterious scene unfolded in front of a camera, making anyone who dared to watch it feel their blood run cold. The footage showed a horrifying picture, a strange creature covered in tangled hair with a skull-like head that had no flesh. It wasn't an animal or a person, but a monstrous, infant-like presence that moved in a disturbing way. But terror wasn't alone in this scary place. Another creature emerged from the shadows, a huge nightmare with twisted horns and a face hidden under layers of bones. It charged forward with a wicked plan, ready to attack. The fear in this unearthly footage was real and intense. This eerie and chilling natural event, a mystery on its own, left everyone who saw it trembling with fear. Were they enjoying some evil pleasure or just taking part in a creepy dance of horror? The answer, hidden in darkness, remained unknown. Unwanted sighting. In a spooky moonlit forest, something unexpected and creepy happened in front of a camera, revealing a strange secret of nature. In the dark, many tree trunks were mysteriously wrapped by a weird, thick white rope. When you look closely, this strange rope seemed to move and twist, giving you a scary feeling. When the camera zoomed in, the weird truth became clear. A giant snake, its long body coiled around many trees like a nightmarish guardian of the forest. Its head was a horrifying mix, not like a horse or a human, but a creepy skeleton face. Its bony face, though it had some horse-like features, didn't make sense in the real world. This mysterious video, a strange proof of things we don't understand, made people who watched it shiver and left them thinking about the weird mysteries hidden in the forest. Massive alligator attack. In the dim, eerie light of the swamp, the camera rolled, revealing a spine-chilling scene. In the heart of the murky pond, a solitary man stood, immersed in the shadowy waters, relentlessly splashing a stick. His face remained concealed within the foreboding darkness, a harbinger of imminent danger. With each splash, ripples coursed through the water's surface, their eerie dance summoning an unfathomable horror from the depths below. It was on the third emphatic splash that the earth seemed to shudder, and from the abyss emerged a colossal alligator, ancient and formidable, its sinister eyes gleaming with ravenous hunger, as though convinced a delectable morsel had fallen into its trap.
A minute or two.
The wild beast's scaly, grotesque form breached the water's surface, jaws agape, revealing a cavernous maw lined with needle-like teeth. Time seemed to halt as the camera froze, capturing the harrowing moment when the alligator's primal instincts took over, and the swamp echoed with its sinister presence.
That is crazy, dude.
In that heart-stopping encounter, the man's fate hung by a fragile thread, and the camera bore witness to this terrifying dance with the unknown, an experience that would forever haunt the memories of those who had beheld it. Possessed woods. Deep in the heart of the forest, something incredibly dark unfolded right before my eyes, captured by the camera's lens. The trees seemed to hold unearthly secrets, and eerie figures like ghostly spirits gathered around a flickering, sinister fire. They moved with an unsettling malevolence, creating a creepy presence. But the scariest thing was the gigantic devil-like creature towering over them all. Its enormous body with menacing horns on its head created a scary outline against the night sky. Its eyes glowed with a strange evil, as if they could see into the unknown. People whispered in hushed tones that this was a kind of black magic, a wicked ritual performed by supernatural creatures. In that moment, the forest turned into a haunted place, a dark hideout for evil beings. The camera had revealed a terrifying truth, and had left me with a lingering fear that this place was forever under the control of devils. Peculiar fight. In the spooky darkness, an odd scene happens, recorded by a camera that seems to be haunted. Deep in the mysterious forest, a lonely bulldog, driven by some unknown purpose, comes into the camera's view. Suddenly, from the shadows, a quiet lion shows up, staring at the unsuspecting bulldog. With a careful approach, the lion gets closer, and we can't be sure what it's planning in the dark night. They move out of the camera's sight to the left, leaving their creepy encounter to our imagination. But their scary story takes a horrifying turn when they come back into the camera's view. Now, we see the lion clearly as it attacks and eats the helpless bulldog. It's a gruesome and unnatural sight. This eerie and unexpected meeting, caught by a restless camera, reminds us of the mysteries that hide deep in the wilderness. Haunted store. In the dark of night, inside an everyday superstore, a scary thing happened. Security cameras, like watchful guards, recorded a strange event that made no sense. A shopping cart without any human touch started moving on its own, slowly crawling across the floor with a spooky purpose. This ghostly happening made anyone who saw it feel scared and uneasy. Something strange and ghostly had come into the ordinary world, and its strange actions suggested a presence from another world now haunting this once normal place. Fear took hold of everyone who saw this eerie scene, because in the least expected of places, it seemed like the line between the living and the supernatural had become unclear. It left them with a chilling question: what hidden forces were in the shadows of this once regular superstore? Living skeleton. In the dark, ancient palace, a camera that had been locked away for a long time recorded a spooky mystery. In the bright daytime, it filmed a scary sight: a tall skeleton dressed in ragged clothes on its bony frame. This skeleton, with a creepy purpose, pushed open a creaky door, went outside, and then strangely came back in through the same door, but from the other side. Time passed slowly, seeming like forever in the presence of such strange events. The giant skeleton, moved by unknown reasons, opened both doors wide, standing eerily on the doorstep. It was a strange dance from the spirit world, a clear sign that the palace was definitely haunted by restless ghosts, creatures of the night who could walk around and make themselves known. It was a spine-chilling proof of the mysterious and unexplained. Curious fox. In the heart of the midnight wilderness, the trail camera captured an eerie scene. A mysterious fox shrouded in darkness prowled amidst the ancient forest, its gleaming eyes fixated on a lifeless, half-eaten creature. With cautious curiosity, it circled the remains, searching for signs of life, as if communicating with unseen forces. The camera unveiled a haunting dance between predator and prey, a spectral waltz of the natural world. In that chilling moment, the wild revealed its enigmatic, unsettling beauty, leaving an indelible mark on the watcher's soul. Spooky forest creature. In a spooky and mysterious forest, the trail camera caught something strange. It was a weird creature with glowing eyes that looked like evil stars, giving the camera a creepy stare. Its gaze was colder and more mysterious than death itself, hiding secrets even darker than the deep, dark woods. As this ghostly creature walked through the eerie forest, moving in a strange and unsettling way. It seemed to be looking for something, but the ground under it made a sad sound like a cursed song. However, it always stayed far away, a ghostly figure forever cursed to hunt without finding. The forest itself was a scary place, with twisted trees and mist that looked ghostly. Every rustle of leaves and every cold breeze seemed to tell scary stories of forgotten souls. The forest felt like it held ancient terrors waiting to be found. Be careful, because in this spooky place, it's hard to tell who's alive and who's not. Our meeting with this mysterious creature reminds us of the scary things that can hide in the darkest parts of nature, unseen and unforgiving. Tehra's Forest Spa. Deep within the Eerie forest, the trail camera captured something truly chilling, a Tehra, a sinister and elusive creature. This Tehra seems to know how to revel in the macabre side of life. In the Eerie forest solitude, we saw it doing something quite unsettling, rubbing its belly on a gnarled, cursed tree log. As we watch the video, we can't help but shudder at what might be going through the Tehra's malevolent mind. Is it performing some dark forest ritual, or perhaps indulging in forbidden pleasures? Regardless of the reason, this spine-tingling creature is undoubtedly making the most of its haunted forest surroundings. Forest Wildlife Trail Cam Beauty. In this captivating video, a camera person follows a woman deep into the forest, where she sets up her trail camera amidst the lush wilderness, eager to discover nature's wonders. Amidst towering trees adorned with vines and hanging branches, the beauty of the natural world unfolds as sunlight filters through leaves, casting enchanting light and shadow. Then, a magical moment occurs as the trail camera captures fleeting glimpses of various animals, including a graceful deer, showcasing the elegance of the wild in this untouched realm. This video encapsulates the marvels of the wilderness, where every rustle of leaves and every encounter with wildlife serves as a poignant reminder of the exquisite beauty of the natural world, reinforcing the importance of preserving these extraordinary places for generations to come. Eerie orb haunts Kitten. On a dark night, a trail camera recorded something seriously eerie and entirely unfamiliar. Imagine this, a peculiar glowing orb of light, almost like it's from another realm, hovering mysteriously in the darkness. It defied logic and sent shivers down your spine, resembling a ghostly figure dancing amidst the shadows. And if that weren't enough to give you the creeps, there's a sweet white kitten cheerfully eating nearby, completely unaware of this strange presence in the background. The stark contrast between the innocent kitten and the spooky glowing orb added an extra layer of fear to the scene. This camera captured a moment where the ordinary and the bizarre collided, leaving you pondering whether there might be something happening beyond our comprehension. It's the kind of experience that lingers, leaving you feeling unsettled and curious to uncover the mystery behind that spooky encounter. Eerie night, Smokey ghost. On a really dark and scary night, something really disturbing caught in the trail camera. A young boy was using his gaming camera in front of his house. He had no idea that he was about to see something incredibly frightening. The night was so dark that it made everything even scarier. Suddenly, on his camera screen, he saw something strange. It was like a ghost made of smoke, and it didn't have a clear shape. It moved strangely, almost like it was dancing, but in a really creepy way. This weird thing gave off a really bad feeling, and the boy's heart started to race, and he couldn't even breathe properly. At that moment, it was as if the line between the world of the living and the world of the dead had disappeared. The ghostly figure seemed to be speaking from the past, and it felt like it was trying to pull the boy into some unknown and terrifying place. He was absolutely terrified because this was no normal night. His gaming camera had shown him something so strange and scary, something that mixed the real world with things that should only exist in stories. As he stared at the ghostly figure, he realized that his life had been changed forever, and he would never forget this horrifying experience. Mystery paws uncovered. On a dark and quiet night, a reliable trail camera steps into the spotlight, determined to uncover the mystery of the strange footprints and the sneaky bird food thief. A hidden pond in the shadows becomes the secret hiding spot for this puzzling creature. As the moon shines eerily, the camera's lens captures all the small movements in the wild. As the video progresses, we patiently wait, holding our breath for our nighttime visitor to show itself. The trail camera acts like a detective on a mission, carefully looking around. Its special infrared eyes can see in the dark, checking every part of the pond. Is it a clever fox, a curious raccoon, or maybe a secretive owl that's after the birds? Bear Brawl of Awe. On a super hot summer day, the trail camera caught something incredible. Two huge black bears having a big fight that looked like a heavyweight boxing match. These amazing bears were hitting each other with their paws like pro fighters. It was like a mega bear battle, and we couldn't believe our luck. Their fur was flying, their claws were clashing, and the forest was echoing with their loud roars. It was like watching nature's wrestling match, and we had the best seats in the house. The fight was so intense that it gave us chills, and we couldn't even breathe. It was the kind of exciting showdown we had only imagined, but then suddenly the fight stopped just like that. It was like the two big bears decided to stop and be friends. They both went back into the thick forest as if they had settled their differences and called it a day. Nature always surprises us with its incredible power and how unpredictable it can be. Today we were lucky to see an epic bear fight that we'll be talking about for a long time. It reminded us of how wild and amazing nature can be. Scary beast. A terrifying YouTube video captured an unpleasant and scary scene in the eerie darkness of the night. Near a remote residence, a strange being that resembled a bear yet gave off an otherworldly aura was seen. The house started to move as a result of the creature's unsettling presence, as though it were rocking back and forth in some strange dance. The spine-chilling scene was further enhanced by the ethereal glimmer in its eyes. Fearing the mysterious monster, a panicked person hurriedly sought safety in their car. A frightening impact was left on those who dared to watch as spectators speculated about the origins and purposes of this strange creature. Ghost Child. A crawling, childlike, ghostly apparition appeared from a dark nook in the hospital lobby where nurses and physicians were assembled. Everyone in the room felt goosebumps as the transparent figure slowly glided across the floor. As shocked eyes observed the unsettling sight, fear and confusion permeated the room. The ghostly presence persisted despite efforts to explain the bizarre experience. The medical team was haunted by this terrifying experience, which led to quiet discussions regarding the mysterious occurrence that had happened in front of their eyes.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chicas, no mames.
Thermal Bigfoot in forest. Deep within a creepy forest where the trees seemed to whisper secrets, our trail camera captured something unbelievable. Bigfoot! It's not just any sighting, it's a spooky encounter with the mysterious creature. The footage shows Bigfoot looking ghostly and surrounded by an eerie glowing aura. It hid among the trees like a phantom, and we couldn't make out its huge shape clearly. The special camera made it even creepier, giving it an otherworldly vibe. But what makes this encounter really scary is that Bigfoot remained a mystery. It was a master of disguise, blending perfectly into the dark forest shadows. The video is so unclear that it leaves us with more questions than answers. Is it a protector of the wilderness, a ghostly keeper of hidden secrets? This eerie meeting with Bigfoot reminds us there are still mysteries in our world, things we can't explain. It's a spooky reminder that the unknown and the supernatural might be hiding just beyond our understanding, deep within that forbidden forest. Shocking ghostly encounter. On a dark moonlit night, it happens in a regular house, where a lady is taking a nice relaxing shower. She has no idea that something horrifying is about to happen. As the warm water flows over her, it relaxes her, washing away her worries. The bathroom fills with steam, making everything feel calm. But she doesn't know that something really bad is lurking outside the bathroom. When she finishes her shower, she steps out onto the cold bathroom floor, still hearing the sound of dripping water. She's scared as she goes down the dimly lit hallway towards the staircase. Then, right there at the edge of what's real and what's scary, she stops. She sees a ghostly figure all twisted and scary. The ghost's eyes are empty and it looks like it shouldn't exist. She tries to scream, but no sound comes out. Fear grips her and the room seems to close in on her. In that terrifying moment, it's like the line between life and death disappears and her world turns into a nightmare she might never escape. Deadly alligator. In a remote corner of India, a camera captured a bone-chilling scene. Here, in a murky river area, an eerie coexistence unfolded between hippos and alligators. Normally, the hippos ruled the domain, but this footage unveiled a sinister secret. A colossal alligator, a monstrous 19.7 meters in length, held dominion. This gargantuan predator struck terror into the hearts of all, indiscriminately slaughtering animals, massive hippos, and even humans who ventured too close. Desperate attempts were made by brave soldiers to end its reign of terror. Their bullets aimed at the Leviathan, but it proved futile. This colossal creature, 60 years old in its final photograph taken in 2009, seemed invincible. As darkness fell over the river, this malevolent alligator cast an ominous shadow over the land, spreading fear with its unmatched power. A chilling tale of an unholy ruler in the heart of India's wilderness, where the line between predator and legend blurred, leaving a haunting legacy in its wake. Terrifying forest. Deep within a creepy and spooky forest, a lone man ventured into the ominous jungle. He clutched his camera tightly, his hands trembling with fear. The air was heavy with an unsettling silence, occasionally interrupted by rustling leaves and distant owl hoots, as if the woods itself held its breath in anticipation. As he aimed his camera, an unexplainable chill crawled up his spine. He sensed unseen eyes watching him from the thick shadows, confirming he wasn't alone.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me.
Fear consumed him, but his insatiable curiosity drove him to keep recording, his voice shaking with every word.
But it followed me home and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
Then it happened. The camera lens captured something massive, something monstrous. Emerging from behind a decaying tree log, shrouded in mist and looming darkness, was Bigfoot, a creature of legend and an abomination of nature. A primal terror gripped the man as he witnessed this nightmarish being. His body shook with fear, his voice reduced to feeble whispers. But he couldn't look away.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me.
The camera kept rolling, documenting the horror of that terrifying moment, forever preserving his encounter with the unimaginable. In the heart of the haunted forest, the man's screams and the unholy presence of Bigfoot blended into a terrifying symphony that would haunt his nightmares forever. Bigfoot's snowy horror encounter. In the middle of winter, something shocking happened in a quiet, snowy Park City. A doorbell camera, usually used for everyday things, recorded something unbelievable. Bigfoot, the legendary creature. The video showed a huge, hairy creature standing in the snowy landscape. It moved gracefully through the thick snow, like it was enjoying the cold. But what really scared people was the strange sound it made. It was a horrifying, deep roar that echoed through the icy air. This sound was so terrifying that it made people's blood run cold, like scary music playing on a calm winter night. As the camera kept recording, Bigfoot did something eerie and strange. It threw snow into the air and let it fall around its big body like ghostly confetti. This bizarre sight left people shaking with fear. They didn't know whether to be amazed by seeing something so unbelievable or scared because they couldn't explain what it was. The doorbell camera had accidentally captured something out of this world, showing that Bigfoot was in that snowy Park City. It was a moment that would always be remembered as a really scary event, reminding us that there are things we don't understand hidden in the wild. Antarctica sea monster shock. A shocking video shows a huge sea creature on Google Earth near Deception Island in Antarctica. Many people who visited the island looked really scared. You could see how scared they were just by looking at their faces. This shows that there might be a mysterious and scary monster on that lonely island. The fear in their eyes tells us that they knew something creepy was there with them. It's like they knew they weren't alone, and that something very strange and terrifying lived under the icy waters of Deception Island. It's a big mystery, and the whole world is watching in amazement. Elusive otter evades camera. On a sunny day, a brave explorer went deep into a thick forest armed only with a camera and determination. He was on a quest that would lead to something unbelievable. While cautiously moving through the forest's tangled paths, he stumbled upon a chilling sight, a scary monster hiding among the trees. He quickly raised his camera, hoping to get a picture of this mysterious creature. But the creature was no ordinary monster. It was a clever and sneaky otter. It darted behind trees, making it nearly impossible for the man to capture a clear photo. He chased the otter tirelessly, desperately trying to get a good shot as the daylight began to fade. Minutes turned into hours, and the man's relentless search left him tired and confused. The otter seemed to vanish like a ghost.
Demonic pond monster.
Leaving the man with only blurry and incomplete pictures. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, the man was shocked and frustrated. He had seen something extraordinary and terrifying, but he couldn't capture it on camera. The forest, full of mysteries, had hidden its secrets once again, leaving the man to ponder the chilling reality of the creature that got away. Spooky raccoon haunting house. In a creepy moonlit forest, there was a scary house. It looked old and beaten up, like it held ancient secrets in its shadows. A trail camera was there to catch anything strange, and it did. The camera focused on the house, and out of nowhere, a spooky raccoon appeared. The night was silent and eerie. The raccoon sat on the house's grill, its eyes shining with a creepy glow. Its fur looked like it swallowed the moonlight, making it a strange shape in the darkness. For a moment, the raccoon stared right into the camera, making anyone who saw it feel a deep fear. Time seemed to stop as if it gave off a feeling of evil. Then, in a way that didn't make sense, the raccoon vanished. 1 second it was there, giving everyone the creeps, and the next second it was gone, disappearing into the night. All that was left was a strange and unsettling feeling. This weird scene left those who saw it confused, not sure if it was real or a nightmare, forever haunted by the mystery of the scary house in the dark forest. Agro-wildlife. In a spooky dark water pond, our camera records something incredibly scary. Agro, a creature that embodies fear, swims through the gloomy water with a haunting elegance. The water seems to hide terrifying secrets, making it feel like a nightmare. Every ripple and shadow makes it seem like something really bad is about to happen, and our camera captures it all. This encounter with Agro's creepy world blurs the line between what's real and what's a nightmare, leaving us feeling really scared. It's like we're in the deep, dark world of agro-wildlife. Forest Ear Showdown. In this captivating video, we witness a thrilling battle between two magnificent forest creatures, a white-tailed deer and a mule deer. The wilderness brims with tension as they engage in a fierce clash, revealing the harsh realities of their lives. Guided by a knowledgeable narrator, we explore the forest's beauty and the relentless struggle for dominance among its inhabitants, immersing ourselves in a wild world where nature takes center stage. The graceful white-tailed deer cautiously approaches the mule deer, both boasting impressive antlers, poised for an intense confrontation. The echoing clash of their horns reverberates through the woods, underscoring their unwavering resolve. This extraordinary video transcends mere survival. It's a poetic tribute to the untamed, reminding us of the stunning world beyond our urban confines, where every day is a challenge, and each moment showcases the indomitable spirit of nature. Terrifying forest nightmare. Deep within a scary and spooky forest, trail camera recorded something truly terrifying on a dark night without the moon. It was a very scary moment when something we couldn't describe hid among the twisted trees, covered in darkness, getting ready to reveal its evil secrets. The air became heavy with a strange silence as the camera zoomed in on this creepy figure. Shadows moved in weird ways, and you could feel the tension like a slowly unfolding nightmare. The creature, which was a bizarre mystery, stayed hidden, but we can tell it meant harm. Out of nowhere, it moved incredibly fast from behind the gnarled branches. Its movements were unnatural and horrifying. Even the forest itself seemed scared as it showed its horrifying shape. It had sharp claws, eyes that gleamed with a terrifying hunger, and a growl that sent chills down our spines. We were struck in fear, unable to understand what this unholy thing was. It was like a real-life nightmare, a creature from a dark place that we couldn't explain. As the camera kept recording this terrifying scene, we were left with a deep sense of horror that would stay with us, forever haunted by the forest's sinister secrets. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content.